Hey, hello everybody. Thank you for watching my channel on TikTok. I have interesting topic where a lot of people like you may be interested in listening the information. We already know that devil or Satan was a cherubim that was assigned to take care of the Garden of Eden, but he betrayed God. Then, um, when betraying God, he says that God was a liar, that men and women could be like God. So it was a challenge to God in front of millions of angels, cherubims and seraphims. So the question is why God didn't destroy the devil or Satan immediately after this threat. Okay, let's get some information about it. So why doesn't God get rid of the devil? If you could relieve the suffering of another person, would you? Relief workers often rush to natural disasters to relieve suffering and to save the lives of total strangers. So one might ask, why wouldn't God hurry to get rid of the devil, the one who is responsible for untold human suffering? To help answer this question, you might visualize a prominent court case. The murderer, desperate to hold the proceedings, claims that the judge is dishonest in the way he presides over his own courtroom, and he even asserts that the jurors are being bribed by the judge. So countless witnesses are allowed to provide testimony. The judge knows that the extensive proceedings will cause much inconvenience, and he would like to have the case conclude without undue delay. Yet, he realized that to arrive at a judgment that will set a precedent for possible future cases, both parties must be allowed sufficient time to present their side of the dispute. To arrive at a judgment that will set a moral precedent, both parties must be allowed to sufficient time to present their side of the dispute. How does this illustration relate to a challenge the devil, also called dragon, serpent, and Satan, hurled at Yahweh, the Most High over all the earth? Apocalypse 12:9, Psalm 83:18. Who really is the devil? And what accusations has he made against Yahweh God? Also, when will God get rid of him? The setting of a moral precedent. Originally, the one who became the devil was a perfect spirit person, a cherubim, assigned to take care of the Garden of Eden. One of God's angels, Job 1:6-7. He made himself the devil when he became obsessed with a selfish ambition to be worshipped by humans. So he challenged God's right to rule, even insinuating that God does not deserve to be obeyed. He charged that humans serve God only when bribed with blessings. Satan claimed that under personal hardship all people would curse their creator. Job 1:8, 11, 2, 4, and 5. Such accusations from Satan require a response that could not be answered simply by a show of force. In fact, executing the devil in the Garden of Eden would perhaps have suggested to some that the devil was right. So God, possessing absolutely authority, began legal proceedings to settle such issues in the minds of all observers, millions of angels, cherubims, and seraphims. In harmony with his principles and perfect justice, Yahweh God indicated that each party would produce witnesses who would give supporting testimony to his side of the controversy. The time allowed has given Adam's descendants a chance to live and to add their testimony in God's behalf by choosing to keep integrity to Him out of love despite any hardships. How much longer, you might ask? Yahweh God is keenly aware that while those legal proceedings take place, humans continue to suffer. Yet, He is determined to close the case at the earliest time possible. The Bible describes Him as the Father of tender mercies and the God of all comfort. 2 Corinthians 1:3. Clearly, the God of all comfort will not allow the devil to live any longer than necessary, nor will he allow the effects of his influence to remain. On the other hand, God will not eliminate the devil prematurely, without universal court case being completely finished. When the issues are finally settled, Yahweh's right to rule will have been truly vindicated. The legal case against Satan will stand as a touchstone for all eternity. Should a similar challenge ever arise against, Satan's example could be pointed to as a precedent that will not need to be repeated. In due time, Yahweh God will direct His resurrected Son to get rid of the devil and undo all of his works. The Bible tells us the time when Christ hands over the kingdom to His God and Father, when He has brought to nothing all government and all authority and power. For He must rule as a king until God has put all enemies under His feet. As the last enemy, death is to be brought to nothing. 1 Corinthians 15:24-26. Happily, the Bible promises that paradise-like conditions will be found on earth. Why? As God originally purposed, people will live in a peaceful paradise. The meek ones themselves will possess the earth, and they will indeed find the exquisite delight in the abundance of peace. Yes, the righteous themselves will possess the earth, and they will reside forever upon it. Psalm 37:11-29. Consider the grand prospect for God's servants that is described in the Bible. Look, the tent of God is with mankind, and He will reside with them, and they will be His peoples. And God Himself will be with them, and He will wipe out every tear from their eyes, and there will be no more. Neither will mourning nor outcry nor pain be anymore. The former things have passed away. Apocalypse 21:3-4. Hopefully this has answered your questions. Like one more time, if there is an important person challenging, for example, a president in any country, that he's a liar, that he's not right, and though this president is a good person, is not going to get rid of immediately. If you see the courts nationwide, when there is federal courts, it doesn't take easily. It doesn't take days, weeks, could take even months or 2-3 years. Now imagine the challenge that devil Satan put upon Yahweh God. Millions of angels watching. People, humans, needs to prove that they are capable, some of them, to be faithful towards God. And even if there is any obstacles in front of them, any hardships, and then the end will come. Judgment Day, Armageddon. Some people will live on earth, and some people will live on heaven. So don't lose faith. This is going to be over sooner than later. May God bless you. Have a wonderful day.